What's going on, everybody? It's your host on the channel today, Dr. Goons, from my main channel, Jobbers and Goons. And I am here to step in for my boy Lumos Theromax. He is currently away and has elected to have me showcased on the channel a couple times, to which I agreed. First one I did was Why You All Were Wrong About New 52. Make sure to check that out. And today is a not even close video. What that is where I take a matchup that on paper or to certain people it might seem close, but in reality it's not as close as you think. And before we begin on why Sinestro versus Atrocitus is not even close, make sure to subscribe to Lumos' channel, check out all his other content, and stay tuned. He just crossed 7K. And also check out my channel, Jobbers and Goons. We just recently crossed 25K and we are continuing to build. Without further ado, let's get into my thoughts on this matchup. So first of all, I think this battle makes a lot of sense for Lumos' channel, as he is the forerunner for all lantern knowledge. He is probably one of the best lantern scalers and content creators on YouTube. So doing a matchup between two lantern characters just makes sense, right? I've also read pretty much all of Sinestro, at least his recent stuff from New 52 and on, as well as Atrocitus, as Atrocitus was a big tie-in to things like Stormwatch, which I was a huge fan of. These two are absolute powerhouses, with Sinestro being the leader of the Yellow Lantern Corps, and Atrocitus being the de facto leader of the Red Lantern Corps, or the Corps of Rage. Now, while both are incredibly strong, this is actually a bit of a mismatch, and let's get a little deeper into this. In terms of pretty much every category, in my opinion, Sinestro is actually leading in every category. In terms of AP, there are certainly high-end showings for Atrocitus, whether he's dealing with Justice League members, he's taken on Martian Manhunter, taken on the likes of Apollo and the rest of Stormwatch, survived Midnighter, which is no easy feat, as in that same run, Midnighter nearly killed Martian Manhunter with one punch, and survived an encounter with Etrigan. This is a beast of a character in Atrocitus who, even before a ring was fully established, killed a Guardian of the Universe. Are they absolute bums? I digress. We don't need to touch on that. Even still, he's able to tear through the bleed, traverse other universes casually, has a healing factor due to the rage. He can amp himself in power due to the nature of his ring. And another interesting factor with his ring is that it is his heart, essentially. The ring replaces your heart, replaces your blood, and rage is all that fills you. If the ring is gone, your heart is gone. You're gone. And while he's incredibly powerful, in my opinion, this isn't enough for Sinestro. Sorry, Hairball. Now, Sinestro is somebody who has been the leader of both the Green Lantern Corps and the Yellow Lantern Corps. Why is this important? Well, when it comes to possible battles and tactics, Sinestro simply widely outscales Atrocitus in both his regular resume in terms of what he's accomplished, as well as he's just straight up more brilliant. Even the new gods, the beings that are archetypal in nature, they consider someone like Sinestro, at least in the intellect and battle IQ department, as someone as worthy of a god as anyone. Black Adam, who hates on everybody. He's always tearing everybody else down and considers himself one of the goats. He considers Sinestro a fellow god when it comes to both power, wisdom, and intelligence. In terms of attack potency, while yes, Atrocitus, the Rage God, is an absolute beast, so is Sinestro. We're talking about a character that casually slapped Parallax and tamed it. Parallax is something he could bring forth. On top of this, he can casually go toe-to-toe against a pissed-off, bloodlusted Hal Jordan, the leader of the Green Lantern Corps. He can take on Guardians of the Universe, even stand up against Mongol, who had an amp from the Paling, and took on the Paling themselves that were one-shotting Earth, took down the likes of Superman, Wonder Woman, and whatnot, and Sinestro had to come in and save them. In terms of speed, both are incredibly fast, being able to blitz members of the Justice League in the high tiers like Martian Manhunter. Atrocitus was able to get away against Supergirl, who's incredibly fast. But Sinestro is no exception to this rule either. Again, can casually blitz Hal, casually blitz the entire Yellow Lantern Corps, can take on the god of the paling, the Pale Bishop. It's just, in terms of everything, even hacks, the reason that gets tough too is Sinestro has just as many pluses or just as many bonuses to his plethora of moves as someone like Atrocitus. Rage doesn't bring anything crazy to the table in terms of hacks that Sinestro can't replicate. And this is likely due to the nature of fear itself as an emotion. As it was stated by Sinestro, this fear is basically what underlies all the other fears or all the other emotions on the spectrum. And if you use it properly, you can weaponize that. So something like Rage he's familiar with and would know how to combat. On top of this, Sinestro is kind of a dirty bastard. If he wants to just get you out of there, if he wants to use subversive tactics, he definitely will. Whereas Atrocitus is more of a man about his shit, let's just be honest, and is going to throw the ones. So in tactics, in power, in speed, in battle IQ, in versatility, Sinestro is wiping the floor with Atrocitus. On top of this, there's a drawback with Atrocitus about his ring, where obviously if he loses it, loses his heart, loses his blood, he's cooked. Sinestro doesn't have that same literally life or death tie to the ring. Therefore, that's another caveat he doesn't have to worry about. In conclusion, though they're both powerhouses for their own Lantern Corps, when you actually break it down, this battle is really not that close. If these two were to go against each other, I would bet my money every time on the likes of Sinestro. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I had a lot of fun recording this. Definitely stay tuned to Lumos' channel. He will be back soon. And if y'all want to see me come back here and drop another video over the next couple days, definitely let me know in the comment section. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been Dr. Goons signing in for Lumos, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.